Israel's military is warning the people of Lebanon to get out now if they can. New airstrikes, they say, are on the way. The evacuation warning coming as Israel targets locations by Hezbollah to store weapons. Good day's Robert Moses joins us now with the very latest. Robert, what's happening?
Dan, the order came after Hezbollah fired about 150 rockets, missiles, and drones into northern Israel in retaliation for the assassination of one of its senior commanders. The escalating tensions forced Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to postpone his trip here to New York by a day.
Move out of harm's way immediately. Hezbollah is endangering you and your families.
The Israeli military issued that evacuation warning to Lebanese civilians living in 19 towns and villages in the southern part of the country. The military published a map of those towns and villages, but did not specify which it would target. Israel accuses Hezbollah of storing weaponry in neighborhoods and deliberately endangering civilians. Israel's warning came as it started a new barrage of what it referred to as extensive strikes in Lebanon.
This is an advance warning for your own safety and the safety of your family.
Hezbollah stepped up its aerial attacks yesterday. A camera on a car captured a rocket exploding in a northern Israeli city. A hospital in the north moved its patients underground to safety. On Friday, an Israeli airstrike on a residential building in Beirut killed a senior Hezbollah commander named Ibrahim Akil. Earlier in the week, Israel did not deny orchestrating a coordinated attack that caused pagers and walkie-talkies used by Hezbollah fighters to explode. An Israeli ground invasion into Lebanon remains a real possibility.
Hezbollah's activities are dragging Lebanon and the entire region into a wider escalation.
President Joe Biden is hoping to avoid that, though he told reporters at the White House that he is concerned.
But we're going to do everything we can to keep a wider war from breaking out. And we're still pushing hard.
Hezbollah started firing on Israeli troops almost immediately after Hamas attacked Israel on October 7th in a show of support. Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah, vowed on Thursday to keep fighting Israel while the war in Gaza endures.
And both sides appear to be dug in here. Netanyahu says Israel will not accept the rocketing of its cities and will do whatever is necessary to restore security. He is scheduled to arrive here in New York on Wednesday and address the General Assembly Thursday. Dan?
A lot at stake, Robert. Thank you very much.